Dallas is more than just a city. It's a collection of diverse, thriving neighborhoods, all each offering their own unique flavor, fun, and a healthy dose of the unexpected. We'll be visiting some of the hidden gems and all-time favorites these neighborhoods have to offer in order to hopefully inspire you to set out on your own Dallas neighborhood adventure. Join us as we experience Dallas. Oak Cliff is a truly unique neighborhood located 5 minutes from downtown and is home to the Bishop Arts District, which boasts more than 60 shops, trendy restaurants, and plenty of eclectic bars and coffee spots. Oak Cliff and Bishop Arts appeal to all of your senses with delicious food, impressive murals, and vibrant culture spilling out onto every street corner. They've even been featured by the New York Times and USA Today as amazing places to live, and we're about to show you why.
For the past 7 years, the Dallas Zoo has set attendance records with more than 1 million guests passing through its gates. Not to mention they're home to some of the cutest animals on the planet.
The Dallas Zoo has been in operation since 1888. The zoo first opened with only 2 deer and 2 mountain lions. Today, the Dallas Zoo houses 406 different species and more than 2,000 animals.
Recognized by USA Today, the Dallas Zoo's Giants of the Savannah exhibit was named one of the top 10 in the country. It's one of the only multi-species zoo exhibits to mix elephants and other animals in the same habitat.
And not only can you watch animals encounter one another, but you can get up close and personal with the giraffes. There's a feeding station just on the edge of the exhibit. We chatted with Sean Green from the Dallas Zoo to hear more about this incredible attraction.
Well, Sean, thank you so much for being here with us today. I'd love to know more about the history of the zoo.
Well, it's an amazing place. We're actually the oldest zoo in Texas, believe it or not, started in 1888. We're actually the biggest zoo in Texas. We're over 100 acres.
So what are some of the most popular exhibits that people love to come see?
Well, Sarah, we have lots of amazing exhibits out here. One new one called the Simmons Hippo Outpost, which actually is our most popular. And the place that we're standing right now really was the catalyst for the Dallas Zoo's growth. It's the Giants of the Savannah. This is an award-winning habitat. You can see an ostrich and a zebra and a giraffe and an elephant all commingling at a water habitat.
In addition to everything you can see year-round, what fun events do you have coming up?
One event that we did a few years ago is called Safari Nights. It really is like a concert at the zoo. We do Saturday evenings, 11 Saturdays, every summer. Halloween nights is something we do in October for 4 days. We've really tried to embrace the community, and certainly Oak Cliff has embraced the Dallas Zoo. We get as much back from them as what we can provide to the community, and Oak Cliff for years and years and years has embraced us, and it's a reason why we've been as successful as we have the past decade.
Well, thank you so much for chatting with us today.
Thank you, Sarah.
If you're a bookworm and love craft brews, you only have one stop to make at Wild Detectives.
This repurposed home offers a rotating selection of locally brewed crafted beers, as well as quality coffee drinks paired with a unique selection of books.
Wild Detectives is also a music venue, a book club, and has a super cozy outdoor patio. They host a wide range of events like book readings and dance parties. This trendy spot has become a cultural base for Dallasites that has people coming back to Bishop Arts time and time again. We spoke with the owner to find out more. Javier, thank you so much for taking the time to meet with us. Tell me, how did the Wild Detectives come about?
Thank you. Well, I started a bookstore with my friend Paco. We always talk about space that could, express all the things that were important for us. Books and drinks and music that we loved and that sort of things. I feel that when you enter the space, most of the time you see that almost the whole demography spectrum is present. And I believe that part of that reason is because the books. I mean, if you think about books, are probably the most democratic artifact ever invented. We also carry records. We also sell coffee, wine, beer, cocktails.
You also have a lot of great events. Why don't you elaborate on that for us?
Events are very important for what we do. And we have a very intense program. We have at least one literary event a week. We have a panel discussion every 2 weeks and a backyard music show once a month.
What does it mean to you to have the Wild Detectives located in Oak Cliff?
Oak Cliff has a very strong personality, but at the same time make everybody feel that they belong here. It's part of our identity.
Thank you so much, Javier, for having us.
Well, thank you so much, guys.
Located along historic Jefferson Boulevard, the Texas Theater first opened its doors in the 1930s. This vintage theater is a true haven for classic movie lovers.
The best part about the theater is the movies come with a menu. You can grab a drink from the custom cocktail menu inspired by classic films. They even offer a lounge space stocked with the best vinyl from the golden age of music.
Barack Epstein filled us in on the historic details of the theater and why you should definitely have your next movie night here. So Barack, thanks so much for joining us today. Tell me a little bit of history about the Texas Theater.
So the Texas Theater was built and opened in 1931, actually by Howard Hughes, and then became famous on 11/22/63 when Lee Harvey Oswald entered the theater without paying and was apprehended by Dallas police. And then we showed up in 2010 and took over the lease and started running it as an everyday movie theater event center. The plan was just to have a great place to show independent movies, show classic movies, do different kinds of events. There's always something happening here that we think is a little different than just your regular movie theater.
So alongside some amazing movies, I know the Texas Theater has some pretty cool cocktails. Can you tell us more about that?
Well, that was our focus when we first, started the theater in 2010 was, how are we going to be able to, let's build a bar in here. We often, have custom cocktails themed to the film. We also have kind of a classic menu of classic kind of 30s and 40s historic cocktails that we have in our everyday menu.
What does it mean to you to be located here in Oak Cliff?
Well, Oak Cliff has this fantastic sense of community pride. And I feel like lots of the communities here in Oak Cliff kind of get together to make things happen.
Barack, thanks so much for joining us today and showing us the Texas Theater.
Yeah, I hope you guys will come back and see a movie.
Rich in history and full of personality, the Oak Cliff neighborhood and Bishop Arts District are truly places like no other.
With so much growth and new and exciting places popping up every day, this hidden gem is definitely ready for its close-up.
So what are you waiting for? Come on out today.